Hey everybody, welcome back to another general aviation sightseeing flight. Today we're in Arizona and we're going to go take a look at the Grand Canyon and then carry on westward out over the Hoover Dam and Las Vegas, and we're going to end up at McCarran Airport in Las Vegas. Flying with me today is Nick. He's off in the distance in that BA airplane there.
Hi everyone.
There he is. So let's jump in, get started. We're going to taxi out to the north, I think, and get that east-west runway. And just gotta pull up the chart so I can see it. Yeah, we'll taxi out to the north, and then we'll go on 25. All right, so in we go. We'll get started up here. So the master comes on. Get rid of the yoke, it's in the way. Put the beacon light on, nav light can come on. Throttle quarter. Fuel tanks are on both. Shut off valve is in, mixture is full. Rich fuel pump comes on. Increased fuel pressure for fuel flow, 5 seconds. Fuel pump come off. And starting engine.
TOS system test. Okay.
Alright, engine's up and running. Turning on the avionics. So we're going to set up our PFD. We'll get rid of that there. CDI will go to nav mode. PDF, I want Wind 3. And transponder is on standby. Turn transponder to altitude, and we are back to there. And now we will set up over here. We've got the route plugged in. If I zoom out, you can see the route. Take us through the Grand Canyon. All nice and lovely. It's going to be more of a guide. We will deviate as we go. So the engine's up and running. Taxi lights on. And we'll go flaps 1 for takeoff. You ready over there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ignore Ralph here on the cart. We're just going to taxi past them. And I do have track IR on this time, so let me get myself squared away. And I'll release the parking brakes. Sorry for the head movement. I got to work around my mic. Here we go. So we're going to taxi forward to the taxi line and then head to the north. And we're off. So this is using not the group multiplayer or the restricted group one. We did some testing the other day and it doesn't work that well. Kept dropping the connection. So we are on the all players multiplayer, so hopefully that works better and keeps us connected so we don't keep dropping out. Get the throttle up a little bit here. We're on a hill, I think. Oh, there goes somebody. Just did a touch and go by the looks of it. Let's use, well, we'll use 15. I mean, the winds are negligible. And that way we aren't crossing this guy if he's doing loops, circuits around the airfield. So we'll cross over 0725. Should be able to see you back there. A little quickly here. Oh, yeah, there you are behind me.
Yep.
All right. How's your radio panel working?
It's on. It's making some weird noises.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
there.
Yeah. That's somebody in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming out, guy. All right.
And back.
So strobe lights on, landing lights are on, flaps are set. I'm gonna go to an altitude of what are we at right now? Let's say
We are now 40.
5,500 for now.
Okay.
Let's just give that an extra click. There we go. And I'm gonna set my vertical speed for 500. All right. You ready to go?
Yep, buddy.
All right, moving out. I'll go to the left side if you want to come in on the right side.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, so nice gentle easing forward on the throttle, and away we go. Airspeed's live. .55 knots, easing back. And climbing. So the performance is going to be down a bit since we're so high, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice, that's great.
we're already almost 2/3 of the way to our max altitude. So go up on the flaps. Remember the sync when you put your flaps up.
Yep.
All right, turning to the right. We're going to come all the way around to about a 300 or 310, and we're going to
Okay.
intercept the start of the canyon.
500.
All right, we're 500 feet now. And 300 degrees. And there's the start of the canyon.
Wow.
We'll go outside in a second once I get settled here at altitude, which is coming up. Now, it can be fun to fly down in the canyon, but I wouldn't do it in these airplanes because you need a lot of power to get out. It'll be very slow, and you can easily run out of space. But we can go down a little bit, and there we go. That is the outside. See the dam there and the lakes, and that feeds into the eastern end of the Grand Canyon. Oh, I see Nick back there. Very nice. So I'm going to come back on my power a little bit now that I'm level to about 2400.
Alright, 2490.
Yeah, so you can catch up a little bit and then ease back when you get a little bit closer. That is looking pretty cool. And again, this entire thing was carved out by the Colorado River, pretty much. See if I get a better picture here. There we go. This is one of the wider, it widens out here.
Yep.
You can see how it's just kind of followed the course of the river. How high did you go?
Huh?
How high did you go?
Yeah, I'm just coming down now.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 6,000 at the moment.
Right. I think the north side of the rim is actually a little bit taller or higher than the south. And there we're now entering right over the canyon itself. And again, this is one of the things I love about the flight sim is the visuals are just stunning.
Looks like a lot of people doing this flight as well.
Sorry?
It looks like a lot of people doing this flight as well.
Yeah. It's very cool, very popular. You can see there's a road down there, but it's pretty amazing seeing all the rock formations and everything.
Yeah.
Been down here once. I did a trip to Vegas and we took helicopters and we actually flew down and landed inside the canyon and had lunch while a geologist talked to us about how it formed. just really neat with the different colors and stuff that you're used to in the landscape. Gives it that strange appearance.
Doesn't look natural, you know what I mean? It's a weird.
Yeah. See how it's got the central channel where the river's actually running today, and then there's this huge flat area on either side. I mean, it changes. It's going to get narrower and steeper as we go. So one thing I'd recommend is leaning out the engine. Uses less fuel.
What am I doing, sorry?
You're gonna lean out the engine.
Go for it, tell me how to do that.
Okay, so the red lever,
Yep.
that's your mixture.
Yep.
So that's right now you're putting maximum fuel into the engine. It doesn't need it all. So you're wasting fuel.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is click on it and you're gonna very slowly pull it out, decreasing the amount of fuel to the engine.
Yep.
And you're going to do it until the engine starts to decrease in power. You don't want it to go down too much.
Oh, yeah.
But you'll notice that your fuel flow has dropped significantly as well.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to run at a little bit higher power settings given the altitudes we're at. So if you go to max power now, you'll see you're only pulling about 2250 RPM.
No, I'm doing 2,500 now.
Okay, but you get, remember, you want to ease your
extra off. Yeah. So what should I be doing roughly?
I'd say probably somewhere in about 20. Just trying to get mine. About 2,200. You're in front of me now.
Am I?
Yeah, if you overflame me. I've been playing around with it, so that's power settings. So I've been slowing down a little bit. Ideally, it's easier to control in real life because the that dial is also a screw, so you can actually twist it, and it very gently moves it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So it would be a gentler adjustment. And the way you'd actually do it is you'd watch the exhaust gas temperature, and as you get back to the minimum, your temperature will go up, and then it will start to come down, and that's where you're on what they call the lean side of peak, and that's where you want to be. Because if you decrease any more, you're going to really starve the engine. So that's like you're giving it the absolute minimum fuel it needs to keep going. And you can extend your range by almost 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we got a bit of a long flight here, so it's better to pull it back. But I
So I
see.
seem to be doing 2180.
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
bad.
Yep.
So I'm doing about 98 knots.
Doing about 95.
Yeah. You might want to increase it slightly. See if we can get over 2200. Again, and the real thing, it's much easier. You can just dial it a little bit.
Yeah.
So not sure how much the terrain here is going to alter on us.
2200. There we go.
And you should be
Maybe.
max throttle.
Going up.
So yeah, so we're just kind of following along here, following the river.
It's very tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess I'm moving it with the mouse, whereas I should have had it to one of my throttle, shouldn't I? No, hang on, 22. Right, that's 22. Full throttle and 22.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Remind me next time when I'm mapping that. Map that to a throttle. It'll be easy to control them.
Look down.
Wow.
You can see we're almost in the clouds because we're, several thousand feet up.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It is pretty cool. Some really cool views here.
It's just so left to right. It's so like level, isn't it? It's so flat, and then all of a sudden, boom,
Yeah.
big gaping hole in the ground, and it's just amazing.
But the canyon edges are actually the distant ones out to the other side, which is what I don't
Right.
understand quite how it formed this huge flat area. Unless this was a lake at some point.
Yeah, I
Which
guess
it
it's a
could have
lake,
been.
it's not- Yep.
And then the river continued to carve out the center section here, and then it drained into it.
This might have been a softer rock or something like that, and it's just eroded more. And
Yeah. So bonus we're going to have on the flight here is when we get to the other end, we're going to come out by the Hoover Dam.
cool.
And we'll see how well that's modeled. I think that was updated in the US update, so it should look pretty good.
Okay.
I know things like Mount Rushmore have been updated and they look really good as well. A little bit of a wind. Coming out of the west at about 3 knots, 4 knots. Get a little bit of bump here due to the ground and the steep cliffs we're flying over.
Are you in front of me again?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
See, this is if you had something with a lot of power, you could kind of dip down below the lines
Yes,
and stuff,
yeah.
but not sure about these things doing that. Although this would be a cool flight to do, but it is not not allowed. Outside of the government, I think there's only 1 or 2 charter companies that can actually like fly helicopters into here and land here. Everything else is restricted.
Spoil sports.
500.
Well, it is. I guess, what is it? One of the wonders of the world. Although you can see you can see trails down there on the ground.
Yeah.
So there are some that get down here. I mean, we're only 500 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
My thing
You're
keeps
getting
going
the
off.
warning.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh wow, look at that. Just opens up.
500.
There we go. You fly over the ridge there and you can look straight down. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to start going up to 6,000
Okay.
very slowly. Let's see if I can. Let's see what you want me to do. Not that far. It's because I think we're getting awful close to some of these ridges. Can't remember what the plan said. I think it was something ridiculous, like 6,500 feet. Oh yeah, we're gonna be close here.
Very close, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Oh, not too bad. There we go. It's coming up for 6,000 now. I think I might go up a little bit more, 6,500.
Have a look at that Airbus on your left-hand side.
What?
There's an Airbus on your left-hand side.
Where? I'm not seeing an Airbus.
man. Have you got nameplates on?
Stall.
No.
Stall.
Ah,
Oop. I'm pushing the edge of stall here.
Stall. 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 Stall.
I was struggling to get up to 6,000.
Yeah, go full mixture. Push it all the way in.
Okay. Oh. Wowza.
I was starting to get stall warnings. The thing with this airplane, and the thing I find with the way it's modeled, is it should
500.
perform better at this altitude than it does. I've flown these things up to 10,000 feet, and they're never this sluggish. Even on hot summer days. We should be fine for fuel, so you can just firewall it.
Okay.
So it's 6,150. And resume my climb to 6,500. There are other airports around here, so you might have seen one that was going there.
Well, I can see a waterfall. Is that a waterfall or is it a lighting effect? Not sure. Alright, where am I going? Because I'm a bit low.
Just climb up to 6,500. I do about 200, 300 feet per minute. Can you see me? I don't see you back there.
No, I don't see you at the moment. I'm just had to go over the top of some large mountainous terrain.
I'll turn nameplates on just so I can keep track of you. And I don't see your nameplate back there. Interesting. Oh, you're in front of me.
Again?
Yeah. Are you going
It
down?
might be- Yeah, I'm trying to go up and then it just tired.
Go up about 300 feet per minute. You can use the autopilot for this, eh? Makes it easier. Oh,
Yeah,
how's it?
that instruction moment.
You don't-
Now I'm at 6,000.
Sorry?
I'm now at 6,000.
Okay. You set your altimeter, right?
Yep,
292?
yep. There's 18,000 in the States.
Well, yeah, but not something you have to worry about. Oh yeah, there is an A320 ahead.
Fizzy orange, I think
Yeah.
it's called.
Wow. Yeah, you're below the ridge line. You might want to make sure you keep coming up. Although I wouldn't pull back that hard. Gently. Keep your speed up, or else you're just gonna have to dive down again.
I'm a max at the moment.
I know, but only go up at about 100, 200 feet per minute or so. Just slowly climb up. Make sure your mixture is fully forward and full throttle.
Yep.
Just go up 200 feet per minute. Getting rather dramatic scenery here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you down there. You're slowly coming up.
Yep. Just trying to control it.
Yeah. Again, the autopilot's here if you want to use it. I'm off your left wing high.
Okay. Oh. Too high.
Looks like we're going to be making a loop here. I think we're going around this this mountain up to the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock there.
Yep.
We're going to go in between that and the ridge to the south of it. Yeah, much better at full throttle, better speed, better control. Back there, all right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
See. What's your altitude?
5'8", 5'9", 5'9".
Keep
Yeah,
going up.
5'9".
You've gone back down again.
Yeah, I'm coming back up again.
Don't go down. It's easy.
It sinks.
No, autopilot. Let the aircraft do the work for you.
Right, let's try autopilot.
Set.
Autopilot is on. Oh. Why is it flashing?
Don't worry about it. So you got set it to follow the course. You should be on the magenta line and set nav.
Yep.
Okay, so it should start following the course. And then you want to set on the autopilot panel the vertical speed, the VS, or set your altitude, your blue altitude to 6,500.
Right.
So the altitude knob is on the bottom left.
Yep.
So set
Yep, got that.
6,500. Then you'll see a VS. It's your vertical speed button.
Yep.
Yeah, you can click that, and then you should be able to. Where is it? There's a, right beside it. There's an up and a down. The buttons. You just click it until you get 300 feet positive,
Right.
and then let the airplane fly itself up.
Oh, hang on. This is going. No, it doesn't like that at all. So, no, dude. Descending again. got you in front of me now.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna have to get up.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
If you can't use the autopilot, trim it to a gentle climb.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Or else you're gonna be eating a mountain. But don't come up too fast or you're going to run out of momentum and you're going to have to sink again. It's all about gentle balance in these small airplanes. You keep dropping.
Yeah.
Put in little incremental touches of trim until you're sitting at about a 300 foot per minute climb. Remember, you're trimming speed, not pitch. So full power, full mixture, and you're going to trim it to a speed so that it gives you that climb rate. You're diving.
Yeah, I know.
Don't.
I'm trimming out, and then every time I trim out, I'm obviously then all of a sudden it just starts diving.
Okay, when you're trimming, are you pulling back on the wheel or the stick or anything?
No, I then look. If I let go, that I'm doing that. Yeah.
Okay, well, trim back so it doesn't do that.
Okay, yeah.
Should be trimming to ease the pressure on the yoke. So as you trim, you should require less and less pressure. I'm gonna do a bit of a circle here so I don't get too far ahead of you.
Right. Right, here we go. 450. Trim down.
No, you don't want to be going any faster up than 300.
Yeah, I know. This one. 200. Now I'm diving. Right. I'm going to hand fly it. It's easier if I just hand fly it.
Oh, hand fly it then.
This is just going mad. Don't know why it's suddenly done this. It was fine before.
Okay, I'm just going to turn in around behind you. So you said you're now going to hand fly it, but before you said when you take your hand off the stick it drops. But if you're on autopilot,
I'm literally pulling it back.
I know, but then you're not on autopilot, right?
No, I'm not on autopilot.
Okay.
I'm just flying at the moment. I'm pulling back on the stick to try and remain level.
Okay. Well, your trim's all out of whack then.
Yeah.
So if you look down at the trim wheel, there's a line and then there's an arrow beside it.
Whoa, I don't know. Can I do that? Yeah.
That line should be right around where that arrow is in level flight.
Right.
If it's way one side or the other, your trim's right out of whack. That's why
Yeah.
you're fighting it. Okay, where are you going?
I don't know. Just, I'm looking at the trim right now.
Okay, well, you don't have to look at it that long.
Right. So speed up as I was stalling. I seem to be going back the other way than I should. Right, let's get that trim is back to there. Right, because that trim was right out.
Okay, so leave the trim alone.
Right, now I've done the trim back to within the white markers. Right, so I'm now heading in the right direction by the look of it. You can do little bits of trim. So max, and now I'm climbing. I can probably trim down a bit.
Just little bits of trim.
Yeah. There we go. So I don't know what happened there. My trim was
You moved it
Laid
right
out.
out of whack.
yeah. Right, so now I'm good. I'm at 5.7. We reset that view because it was all over the
Right.
place.
Now start
There we go.
start
Right.
climbing at about 200 or 300 feet per minute. And just let it slowly climb up to 6,500. You're going down again.
Yep, just no, I'm coming up. I'm just doing the trimming really slowly. Right, here we go. So we're going 150, 250, 300, 350.
Too much.
400.
Too much.
350. Yeah, no, it's going down again. It's going down again. It's right. Now it's going down again. Back on course.
So put the trim neutral again.
Why is the trim going that?
Put the
that
trim
much?
neutral again.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Now fly it by hand and hold it at a nose up, so where you're getting about 200 foot per minute climb.
Whoa, I don't even know where I am. Where am I there?
Gentle inputs. You're diving to the ground. Can you steer away from those mountains, please?
What mountains?
The ones right in front of you? That are probably higher
Yeah,
than
no.
you
No,
are?
that's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Hold it
Yep.
at that roughly 200 feet per minute. Keep it stable. Okay?
Yep.
Do you have to put in a little bit of back pressure to hold it there?
Right, I'm letting go now.
Don't let go.
No, hang on. Right,
Don't
so
let-
yeah. Okay, so there's a little bit of back pressure.
You should be able to feel that without letting go, because that starts you diving.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you're holding about 200 feet per minute and you have to put in a little bit of back pressure, you're going to want to do a little bit of trim up to ease that back pressure. So when you touch in a little bit of trim up, you should see the nose start to go up, so then you're going to ease your pressure off, and by slowly adjusting you should get it to the point where your stick is now neutral, but she's still climbing that 200 feet. You should never have to let it drop again, nose down. Once you start going up and down and chasing it, you've lost the fight.
Yep. Right, so let's go.
The trim is very sensitive. You literally have to just do it very quick clicks. You can't, like whatever button you're using, you can't hold it down. She'll just run away on you. It's clicks. How you doing?
All right. Try.
So your speed's going to decrease because you're in a climb,
Yeah.
but it should hold it fairly steady, but you shouldn't be going up and down like that. Should just be a gentle, constant climb.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at my pitch now, and my trim's on my trim, and my trim's gone right out on that wheel again. And I'm literally just doing little inputs.
Yeah, but you got to give it time to settle. Again, they're small, sensitive airplanes. You got to make an adjustment and just wait, let it settle into it. Sure, I'm just watching you from back here.
I can feel you. I can feel the heat in the back of my head.
This is not the way I teach people how to fly small airplanes. Well, I'll do it from another plane about a mile away.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that trim back to trim wheel back to the where it should be, but I'm waiting, adjusting, waiting, adjusting. because obviously the speed is going up and down as well, so that's a bit.
I
need to
know,
start doing
but
a lot
it shouldn't
better.
be. You should be able to set it, and it should just. Ooh, well, stutter there. It should just do its thing, and very slowly climb up. And yeah, your speed's going to change, but
Yeah.
that's fine. So you're going up too fast there. Your roller coaster, you want it to be gentle. Now you're going down.
No, I'm going up. I'm at 559.
Okay. So you should just very
5.6.
gently be climbing.
Yeah, 5.6. I'm also trying to. Oops. I'm trying to track the. Obviously, there's a lot of like mountains and high terrain here, and so I'm just trying to follow the
Yeah.
nav as well.
Yeah.
Something went wrong with the trim there, so it was. I'm going down again.
Mm-hmm.
Down.
Unfortunately, this one doesn't really have an IAS mode. It's got a flight level change. I never tried it.
Yeah, that's not going too far.
But there's going to be some sharp turns coming up in a little bit.
Excellent. Just what I needed.
I know. You're getting higher,
Yeah, I'm getting
except
lower.
for now. What's your altitude?
5.9, 5.8. No, going up again. Yeah, 5.9.
How much is your speed changing?
A lot.
Why?
Anything between 80 and 110.
Are you chasing it?
Chasing what?
Whatever, your speed or your pitch or
I'm trying to keep the pitch up all the time. And then,
I know, but I think you're going too far up.
you wanted me to go to 6.5, didn't you?
Yeah, but only at about 200 feet per minute.
Yep.
So your speed should drop into the 90s, and then it should just hold there while you climb up, because that's the new speed.
No, I think maybe it's because I got full throttle, is it? Because
No, I'm on full throttle. The engines are only at about 80% power up here at this altitude. So you should just, you know, just be angling upward slightly and just letting the airplane pull you up. Actually, I think this is the area that we flew in the helicopter for when we had lunch or dinner that day. I think it was dinner. Because we flew back over Vegas Strip at night.
Right. I'm at 6.5.
Good. Now, can you do an altitude hold for 6.5?
I'm at 6.4. Let's go back at 6.5.
Hit the altitude, autopilot, altitude hold.
Where's that?
ALT button.
Altitude hold. Whoa, it's suddenly dived.
Well, yeah, because you took your mind off what you were doing.
No, I just, as soon as I pressed the autopilot, it just dived.
Okay, what altitude did you have set?
6.5, and now it's flashing 6.1. And I've gone down to 5. Right, so I've got 6.1 flashing in blue.
Where?
I'm now at 6.1 on my altitude.
Okay. Set it to 6.5.
Altitude 6.5. Yep.
So you're going to have to climb back up to 6.5.
I need to turn because I'm just like, there's a mountain in front of me now.
There is. Watch your speed when you're climbing that fast. Where are you up to?
6.1.
Okay. Keep going.
But this, it says AP and it's in yellow. 6.1?
Well, because you haven't selected anything for the autopilot yet. It's just on. It's not doing anything.
Right. So when I get to 6.5, I then press Alt Hold, yeah?
Yes. Should just lock in at that altitude. This is where that shared cockpit thing would come in really handy.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Slowly. 6.4.
Okay.
It's thrown around though.
Yeah, it's a little bumpy.
Right, 6.5. Oh, no, going down.
Holding?
6.5. Right, so altitude hold. Altitude 6,600 it says. In green, and autopilot's in yellow.
Okay. In green and yellow where?
At the top.
Top of what?
Top of the display.
I doesn't say autopilot anywhere on there.
There's AP in yellow.
Beside what?
GPS. I've got green GPS. Then I've got white, and then yellow AP, and then I've got green altitude, 6,600 feet.
Oh, up there, yeah. So are you holding at 6,600?
Yeah, roughly. I'm trying to keep that one at the moment. But but it's not actually. I'm having to do it.
Okay, well, turn the autopilot on.
Right, so it's now gone green.
Yeah,
Autopilot's in green.
yeah,
And altitude's in green.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Now you're holding altitude,
Maybe.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey. Right. So now we're getting somewhere.
now you want to turn on your nav. So make sure you're
Right.
on the purple arrow. And
Yep.
then you're going to hit nav mode.
Nav. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
You should
We're
turn.
turning?
You should
Yeah,
be
we're
turning
turning.
onto the route.
Yes.
There you go.
Finally, after 15 minutes and a severe headache.
Okay, now look down at your trim wheel. It should be roughly in line, and you can see the trim wheel adjusting to keep you
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And the trim wheel is moving.
right. So now you're in your follow mode is GPS, purple line, not VOR.
Yep.
Autopilot's green, which means it's on and it is active.
Yep.
Something has been selected. And your altitude mode is altitude hold at 6,500.
Yep. And I've got ROL in green as well.
Where?
To the left of autopilot.
No, you should be in nav mode. ROL's roll mode. That's just keep your wings level.
Oh, right. So I'll press nav again.
Yeah, it should say GPS.
GPS. Yes. That's right. It was actually turning on to that.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
ROL is wings level,
Right. Okay.
and then it's probably
Okay.
gonna look at that point for what you want it to do, whether it's heading, follow, GPS, VOR, whatever.
Okay.
All right?
Right. So we can get back to the sightseeing now, I think.
Yeah. So I'm behind you. I'm just following the path, the route, and I've been sitting here kind of watching you porpoise your way up to altitude.
Yeah, I've probably gone a bit grey and
Yeah.
headache. And
Play with it.
why is that not turning now?
It'll change. You got these in smaller airplanes, they get a lot closer to the waypoint.
Yeah.
So in the A320, you're probably used to like 1.5 miles, and it starts to turn.
Yeah.
These things will go to like 0.4, 0.3.
Yeah, it's actually flying over the waypoint and not following the white line. The white line is like in the middle. It's like a mean line, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Which line? Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see in the purple above that other display, it gives you waypoint you're going from, to, distance, and your bearing. So, how do you like the views?
I dare not look outside until it's stable.
It is-
right, here we
it
go.
is stable.
Outside. Oh my! Wow.
Yeah, exactly, eh? And I don't see you anymore, so let's see if I can spin around and find out where you went.
Hang on, is that you there? You're right underneath me at the moment.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
All right. You were far ahead of me. You must have looped back around. Oh, when you did the wings.
I was doing everything. I was doing
Okay.
everything.
That's fine. Just stay there.
Yeah, I'm following the right line.
Yep.
I'm at the right altitude. The trim wheel is now in line. I'm doing 113. RPM
Yeah,
of
roughly. It's kind of
5.0.
bouncing around between that and 114. So this
And
is
I'm
Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm not
Kind
sure.
of different from where we took it off. The texture seems to have changed.
Yeah, we're way out in the desert now.
Yeah. It's looking really good.
It's very stratified rock. It's really really noticeable when you're there in person. It's not. It's sort of noticeable here, but you get a lot more. You're getting a little bit of lag. But yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm running mine in 14.4 right now.
Right.
It's looking pretty nice. So we're going to come around this corner and make a left turn again, and then we'll head down the valley some more, canyon some more. So we kind of come around this corner here. We're also starting to get into the heat of the day, so you get a little bit more bumpy here. Wow. Just looking at the rocks off to the left. Formation turn there.
Nice. It does look amazing.
Oh, absolutely. You can see it's kind of opened up again here, so this might have been another lake area
Yeah.
at some point. And that's still the Colorado River below us. So once we get out of the canyon and past the Hoover Dam, I'm going to suggest we turn our lights to sunset when we fly over Vegas.
Okay.
See what it looks like. I mean, it's the default airport. I'm hoping they've done some work on it, made it look, that in the strip look nice.
Yeah. I have seen add-ons for Vegas.
I used to
They were-
have, I think it was Fly Tampa did one for FSX. That was
Yeah.
really cool. I remember flying into there at night, and you could see the light off the top of the Luxor, the Pyramid Hotel.
Yep.
Well, there's another A320 ahead. Although he might be landing at McCarran. I'm not sure how far we can see here. Well, we've still got a bit to go. Very, very scenic here.
Different colours of rock and everything.
I believe it's mostly sandstone, which you can get in different colors. Have you ever been up to Roslyn Chapel?
Where's that?
Just outside Edinburgh.
No.
So it was built by a famous, Earl St. Clair. They still, the family's still there. The Earl's still there. I think it's the 14th Earl now. Oh, what are you doing? I'm about to take a picture, and you're sneaking up on me.
Who is?
You.
I
had it perfectly framed, and all of a sudden you just advanced on me.
I am hands-free. Alright, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just taking a picture. So, he had a chapel built there. It's very famous. It was used in the movie The Da Vinci Code and in the book by Dan Brown. As a possible resting place of the Holy Grail and yada yada yada. But
Yep.
it's built of different colored sandstone.
Alright.
And unfortunately, about 100 years ago, in an attempt to preserve it, they whitewashed it in this concrete, which kind of destroyed the look on the inside. But there's this area outside that's still in the original stone, and you can see all the different colors when they built it. So you can just imagine what the inside would look like, and all these different colored sandstones. Because it's very ornate. Oh, another formation turn here.
How did I not know about this autopilot?
What? How it works?
Yeah.
It.
Look at it now. I'm hands-free. I'm
Yeah.
seeing yeah.
Sometimes, you know, they're a little bit different than the way the airliner ones work, and you got to know them.
Yeah.
And you gotta. If you've never flown a small airplane, you don't realize just how twitchy it is, and how little adjustments you need. So you can easily overdo it.
I think also because I use when we do these flights, I set up my Yoke.
Yep.
But this is the only time I ever use my Yoke, and I haven't adjusted the sensitivities from when I used to use it on the Airbus.
Yeah.
So everything is.
Like I've got a trim wheel on my autopilot unit, but on my actual Yoke, I've got electronic buttons for like electric driven Yoke.
Yes.
I have to do a very quick click, or else it's too much. It's overly sensitive, even on ones I've flown with electric trims. They're not that sensitive.
Right.
But,
maybe that's what I'm doing as well, because I have electric ones on my Yoke as well.
I think you were probably overdoing it.
Yeah. Looking at this,
It takes a while to get a feel for them.
yeah.
And you are missing the feel of actually being in it, so you're not getting the G forces as you move around and feel what's happening. Some interesting rock formations here. A lot of reds and
Bright blues.
yeah.
Green.
Almost like there's a high oxidized iron and copper content here.
Okay, yeah.
So this is kind of just taking us straight forward for a bit, and then we're going to turn south again, following the river. Ooh, a little bit bumpy. Very cool.
Skimming the bottom of the clouds.
Yeah, the joys of higher elevations. Even when the clouds are 4,000 or 5,000 feet above sea level, you can be right in them.
Yeah. Put it down.
All right, I'm going to just lock that view in there, and I will be back in 30 seconds.
Where are you going?
Um,
Don't leave me.
I'm going out. I'm going out into the cabin to use the forward washroom.
Right, okay.
As it were.
I'm not going to touch anything, yep.
Hey?
I'm not going to touch anything.
No, you should be fine. Okay, back in 30.
Right. All right then.
All right, did you crash?
Oh, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I can see you there. I'm kind of your low 6 o'clock.
Cool. I didn't realize it was so big.
Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been going for what, an hour and a half?
Well,
Just under an hour?
I think we've been flying for about an hour and 15.
Yeah.
We're about, yeah, it is. It's huge, and this empties Colorado River again. It empties into what is now Lake Mead, artificial lake,
Right.
which was dammed up for the Hoover Dam in the 30s. And that is, I'd say 70 to 80% of California's water supply,
Wow.
as well as hydropower through the dam.
Oh, yeah, I see you.
Just grabbed a little snack as well. It's mid-afternoon here. So when I was flying these things, I'd usually only go for about 3 hours.
Right.
And then, although the plane could go for a bit more, I'd have to stop to stretch my legs.
Yeah.
It's like sitting in a car, but a little bit less room than a modern car. You get some pretty interesting rock formations and colors.
Yeah, it's ever changing.
Yeah, this area is pretty wide as well, but it seems to be carved out a lot more by water.
Yes, yeah. I imagine that this was one massive lake. Then slowly as the water drained away, it slowly started forming these there's lots of like gullies and valleys in there.
Yeah.
Coming off, like,
Probably. Well,
slow, living like sandstone and stuff like that, soft.
makes
Just
sense.
water it away and put it away.
Then you got just the. So if you look at it wearing down to this part where it formed the lake, and then when that drained out, it cut through
Yeah.
all the way down to the bottom of where the river is now.
Way down there.
And apparently, this is not the biggest canyon in the solar system. I think I read that there's one on Mars which is even bigger.
But there again, this is very much like, probably a weird comparison, but the bottom of the sea as well. The bottom of the sea is like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But the ocean is all massive.
Plates and gullies.
Gullies, yeah.
Well, you look at the Atlantic; it's got that mid-Atlantic ridge, right, where the plates come out, and you get if you look at the globes or whatever that show it, it looks like just a giant seam up the center of the Atlantic.
Yeah.
And you can see here off to our left, it's like a little stream runs down, carving in there, and then it drops into the
Yeah.
Colorado River. That's probably many decades and centuries of flash flooding here that they get.
Yeah.
Starting to carve that out. Oh boy. Just looking
Well,
at the route on Volanta. flying along for a bit, couple circles, fly along for a bit, couple circles.
I haven't looked at it. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, mine's. Oh, yeah, mine. Oh, yeah, there's a circle.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember doing that circle. So probably when I had a bit of trouble.
Yes.
I didn't realise what I was doing. Jets around.
Well, the airport's out this way, and then Edwards. I think it's Edwards Airport. Is it Edwards? No. There's an Air Force base just outside of Vegas as well.
Oh, right.
Oh, I just took the lead.
What?
What?
Oh. That's still doing 113, 112 knots.
Yep. I'm just in front of you, the envelope.
Wow.
Now we're turning again. Well, maybe it's, I don't know. I can't remember where we flew into, but it's somewhere out here because we flew out of Vegas. And we went by the Hoover, and then we came in, and then we flew down through the canyon for a little while before we landed down by the river.
So looking at the lantern, we're heading then towards those big lakes, probably. So I guess that's near where this dam is.
Yeah,
Dam?
that's Lake Mead, yeah.
Right.
So the dam, if you look at those lakes,
Yeah.
on the left, you've got that road that runs right up and like touches the bottom of that lake,
Yep.
just by Boulder City.
Yep.
That's where the dam is, and the spill water is that river that runs south.
Ah,
But we should be flying right past it. Again, very bumpy out this way.
yeah.
Let's get it. There we go. Gosh, the two of us flying along. Nice view.
Right. I'm going to put my trust in this for 2 minutes while I go into the galley.
Alrighty.
Back in a sec.
So we should be making a right turn, follow the river. Goes west a little bit and then turns south again. You actually see the river heading off to the west there. There's the turn starting. So Nick's flying the 172. You can see the British Airways tail on it, BA colors, which is only fair. I'm flying one that's marked Fly UK Flying Club, so a little bit of custom aircraft there. readjust the camera here.
Are you talking about me?
No, just talking about your plane, how it's got the VA colors on it, and then I said it's only fair because mine's in the Fly UK markings. So.
Yep.
And then we're going to come up here, and you can see the river just ahead. It makes that south turn again, and we're going to arc back down and head south down that valley. You can now see to the left.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we follow this for a while, and then it slowly curves back northwest. And that comes up towards where the canyon starts to end. And the river will then flow out into a series of smaller lakes until it reaches Lake Mead. It's a very different landscape than we're usually flying over.
Definitely. You'd be pleased to know, just on the off, that our flight that's booked for tomorrow daytime, the weather forecast is 50 to 60 mile an hour winds.
Sweet. Tell me there's low cloud too.
Pouring rain, flooding a lot.
And
As
full
the jet streams move over.
and full ATC. Wonderful.
Yeah, perfect tomorrow. They
But
did
only
a
at
weather
the-
warning.
Only at the last minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Round.
This is our final southward stretch. Oh, very nice formation turn. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Wow, look at those views. Fuel quantity.
So you can see there's a little bit of lag. The aircraft like slide back and forth,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. And we've sure stayed connected longer than we did on that private group.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So speaking of fuel quantity, how are we doing? Let's take a look.
I'm doing alright.
What, we're down a third?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're fine.
I've been doing full throttle.
We're full throttle, full rich mixture. So
Yeah.
we're at full burn rate. See out over the wheel there. There's the river.
Yeah.
So heads off that way. We'll probably be turning to follow that down through the valley gully.
Just looking at the left, it's just you can see almost like the different levels of water over the thousands of years.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hundreds of thousands, I would assume.
Yeah. And the river down there is very green, so again, it's like it must be like rich in copper deposits.
Yeah, and that red is, I'm assuming it's oxidized iron in the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks it's very neat. Jump back outside again.
Got your parachute on, yeah.
Yeah. Just the view, not me. And I think we are kind of down below the edge there.
Yes.
So we are technically in the valley itself, or the canyon itself.
Yeah, because there's a white line that goes across my display, which I presume is...
Yeah, you can just see that it's above it.
Yeah, there's just a couple of bits above it. So.
See, if you look off to the left, you can see the horizontal lines in the rock.
Yeah. The water levels got down just one way, and it's like thrilled most of it.
You're fading away there. I don't know if you're sitting further back from the mic or something.
I'm hanging out the window.
Hanging out the window.
Yeah. Having a look out the window. I said the rock is almost like frilled, if you know what I mean. It's as if the different layers are worn away at different bits. It's like creating like a concertina effect.
Yeah.
Water level down worn away.
Yeah. And there's still a fair amount of life that lives down here.
I guess there's no towns down here, is there?
No. It's all it's protected parkland.
Yeah.
Huh. Very nice looking out there. Oh, looks like you're taking the lead again.
Excellent. Yeah, so I was fairly big. I was like behind you.
So we got another turn here. This is the start of where we're gonna start working our way back around to the northwest.
Yep.
I think you can kind of see the canyon is starting to like spread out a little bit ahead there.
Yes, yeah. I noticed that when we did that turn.
Yeah, you can see it there, coming towards the end of it. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely a very distinctive and unique area to fly over. Yeah, the clouds aren't much higher than us here.
No, I think when we do next turn, I can see a couple of clouds there. I'm feeling we're going to go skim underneath them.
Mm-hmm. Top-down view here. It's funny, I was telling somebody the other day, I can't remember where, that when I did my training in these things, never touched the autopilot. Instructor wouldn't let you.
Yeah,
The day I got my license, I never flew without it.
I was going to say, yeah.
It takes some of the load off the pilot, right? So lets you be able to do it, even if it's just a simple, very simple one like wings level.
Yeah.
It relieves so much of the workload.
Well, that was just so stressful. That 10, 15 minutes, whatever, was so stressful. Just trying to work out what had gone wrong.
Yeah.
And then once it was on, it fixed it. Now I basically haven't touched the controls for the last half hour at least.
Yeah.
You admire the views.
Well, and that's what we're here for, the sightseeing flight, right?
Yep.
Like if you want to do an ILS approach and IMC conditions in this thing, I can show you how to do that too.
No, it's fine.
But it's not fun.
No.
It is a lot of work.
Oh, maybe left a bit there. Couple of big
So we're going to turn a little bit more to the right, and that's going to set us on a course up towards the lake. Just going to keep following the Colorado River here. I think up ahead, you can see a little bit of whitewater down there, but I think up ahead is where they do the whitewater rafting in the Colorado River.
Yep.
Just outside of the Grand Canyon itself. And I can see some like little whitewater points down there, so
Wow.
it's pretty cool. Sorry?
Lanes in front, probably going to Las Vegas then.
Yeah, definitely. That's where they are. That's that direction.
Yep.
I think the ones that are further right are at the Air Force Base.
Oh, moving in front.
Some of that low cloud coming up again.
Yep.
I can see my shadow down on the ground.
Hey.
That is pretty cool. I've seen it in the airliner. I can see both our shadows down on the ground. Now that's really impressing me.
There we go.
I don't think it was picked up on the recording, but definitely, I can definitely see our two shadows down there.
I can't see them. I'll just have a quick look.
They're down and to the right.
We'll look down.
It's on that flat area just before it turns rough and drops off to the river. Oh, I might change position. No, it's still there. That's adjusted position now. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And I could see mine, and then I saw the other one, and I was like, wow. I'm impressed. It's kind of like the Badlands out here. So back in the cockpit. Keep looking around, enjoying the sights.
So we got a sharp left-hand turn coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna keep following the river. Should be down below us here. I think we're right over top of it. Can't see it out of my side. Oh, looks like it's slightly off to our right. I think the river is going to going down that way.
Yeah.
I can't see it. It's 1.1 miles. Oh yeah, there she is. Sharp left followed by another sharp right.
Yep.
So,
Should go around the peninsula.
yeah. See some more of those like trails coming from higher elevation where they probably get floodwaters and stuff in the rain.
Yeah. Oh, perfect turn.
There's looking back the way we came. Very nice.
It's a lot greener down there now.
Sorry?
A lot greener down there now.
Yeah. I guess
Okay,
there's a
it's-
lot more
it's not that-
scrub out this
Oh.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still got a lot of the red oxidized rock off to the right. Terrier pie. Does that mean he likes dogs or he doesn't like dogs?
Oh, is that the...
Not sure. He's off to the left.
Is that the 747?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been following us all the way.
I think he's sitting at an airport.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
I thought we were being stalked. Just give me these clouds. Wow.
Alright, so we got a little bit to go this way. We're gonna see the river, the path it takes up through the gorge in front of us.
Yep.
And carries on all the way up. So that takes us. Well, that takes us up to like where the lake starts. Should shortly start seeing it widening out, and then the water's going to get wider. That's probably from the backup of the flooding from when they put the dam in. Because originally there would have been no lake there. It would have just been the Colorado River running down and then out the bottom. But then, of course, they flooded it for the dam, and that brought in the lake. Not sure how deep the water is. I know it's been going down. Even when I was there, what year was I there in Vegas? I think it would have been, I was there for New Year's, 1999 to 2000. And when we flew over it, you could see the white chalk on the rocks where the water had receded. And it was a good 8 or 9 feet in about 10 years. Drop in the water level. So it's currently, what time is it currently? Noon, 12:07 is what I've got.
12
Close enough. So I got a message from Willie. Said he couldn't make it.
Ah.
So I'm thinking of doing another one Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, right, okay.
Same time, Sunday night for you.
Right.
And a little bit shorter, and I'll bring it a little bit closer to my neck of the woods. But still, still very scenic.
I'm going to have to start getting a diary for all these flights. I'm going to get confused.
Well, I'm going to try to put them a little bit more in advance, and I've added a section on the front of my channel for upcoming live streams anyway, not necessarily flights like this, but at least the live streams will be up there.
They're test flying the it's not take 3.
Oh, is he up?
He's up. He's flying, which is a good thing.
And what's he doing?
I think he's testing.
Sim updates. Oh, he's in his livery. That means he's left us.
No, he's doing. Let you know because he's doing a. Oh,
He's in his livery.
yeah, but he's not on that.
Yeah, maybe.
He doesn't say where he's flying.
Because usually he uses the fly-by-wire when he's in a test flight.
Yeah.
So I think he's abandoned us in Prague.
No. Departure from EGGP going to EHAM, Amsterdam. So he's gone from
EGGT.
EGGP is remember GP is no, not Edinburgh. Where did you go to last time?
EGPH
Aberdeen?
is Edinburgh.
It's Aberdeen.
Oh, EGP.
Down on the last-
Papa Delta.
Yeah,
Yes, that's Aberdeen.
Had the test flight before. I think he just hasn't changed the livery.
Right.
from what I understand, the stable is not working. The experimental is now not working. But the developer version, they have done a 24-hour patch while they work on it. So you can fly the developer at the moment.
So we're gonna have to change it for tomorrow.
Yes, I have downloaded the developer for tonight, and then I shall wait announcements in case they update tomorrow.
Okay.
I think maybe Asobo actually contacted them and said this is what we're doing, because they were able to flick this patch on very, very quickly and said it's a 24-hour patch.
I've seen notes where they say that they're talking back and forth.
So I think that's what he's testing at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. And there's contrails.
Sorry?
There's contrails as well.
Not off my airplane.
No, not these on the jets.
Is there?
Yes, but you can't see them if you're on multiplayer or AI at the moment. You can see them on your own aircraft, but you can't see on anyone else.
What about on VATSIM? That's not it. That's not multiplayer. Can you see your own?
Yes, you can see your own.
Okay. Just nobody else.
Nobody else at the moment. And they actually stated at the moment, so they're obviously working on it.
Yeah. So you can see the river's widening out here.
Yep.
And I think off to the left, you'll see that there's kind of a ridge and the ground drops the other side of it. I think that's where the lake is.
Oh, there's an airport there. There's like an observation thing on the top.
There's a bunch of little airports around here, yeah?
Yeah. Wow. I wouldn't like to overshoot that one, Wayne.
That's plenty far back. You're not taking anything big in there anyway.
No.
Heading up the ever-widening Colorado River. So I think obviously the terrain drop here is lessened. There's a lot of the water to back up and fill the channel.
Yeah, and I think I see a lake coming up.
Yeah, it starts to widen out. It's the beginning of Lake Mead. But because Lake Mead is, again, it's an artificial lake, it's that follows the contour of where the Colorado River used to run. It carved it out. So it doesn't just widen out into a nice big lake. It actually, it's a filling in of the channel. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I can hear you back there.
Yep. There he is.
Yeah, you can see the train elevation is starting to drop.
Yeah.
And then there's,
It actually looks so much different.
yeah. this is the first of the, I guess you call them part of the lake, the wider portions coming up.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll be going through a little bit of cloud too.
Yeah. Yeah. But of course you're lower than I am. So I'm breaking all the rules at the moment. Yeah, I still have contact with the ground.
Yep. Although that cloud's a little bit thicker. There, at the other side. Very nice. Gotta remember where this new headset, when I adjust where it sits, I'm turning the volume down accidentally every time. But why does everything get so quiet? Wow. Turn the volume down. Well, it's some darker clouds off to the left there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here.
Another airport as well.
And we're following the river here. It's very accurately modeled.
Yeah.
We'll say our formation flying skills have vastly improved.
Yes, definitely. Just press the button.
Fuel's fine. Loop around the top of this promontory here. And head back down the other side.
Yeah.
Again, there's still not much in the way of population or anything out here. Turn left here probably, and then we're going to come up to the first big section of Lake Mead, where it's reasonably wide.
Yeah. Good.
So we're about 2 hours of flying time now.
Yep. Cloud in front of me.
Yeah, I'm in it right now.
That's not good. Got us against the walls.
Nah, it didn't block out the ground. Besides, who would be out here crazy enough to be flying this low over the Grand Canyon anyway?
I don't see the ground.
Sorry?
I said I don't see the ground.
Well, according to what I see, you and me are in clear skies right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I went through a big cloud when I said that, but right now we're in clear skies.
Of course we are, yes. Yes.
Like, and by clear, I mean we're not in cloud. There's clouds all around us, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see the ground now. Yeah, condensation, that's all it was. Windshield.
So once we make this turn down here at the bottom of the lake,
Yep.
should start heading more directly towards the canyon. I think we are. Anyway, we just myself. Set back up here. Yeah, we're going to stick more to the middle of the lake and then come down onto the dam. the left, it looks like a road coming down off the upper part down to the water.
I've lost you. Oh, there you are.
It's probably an old trail or something. But you're above me, right?
Yeah, I'm just in front.
Look up, you should see me.
I can't from in the cockpit.
Jump out onto the ring.
Yeah, I was just out there. I came in for a little break.
Ah, bit chilly.
Another cloud coming up. There's the bigger sections of Lake Mead over there. So yeah, well, I'm seeing some stuttering and the occasional stutter. I think that's more the multiplayer stuff loading in than it is the sim itself, like how it would regularly be.
I haven't seen
Because I get the odd hesitation, but
Right. I'll tell you, I did have one. About an hour ago, I had one.
yeah.
I actually thought the sim had crashed, but it hadn't.
Oh, nothing that bad.
I guess with the servers and everything, everyone's downloading this update and
Yeah.
stuff, and then everybody's going online to try and check it all out and see their contrails and all that stuff, aren't they? So I guess we are going to get a few little stutters while it's trying to load everything in for us.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yep. Ah, look at that water.
Yeah, this is the bigger section of the lake. So you got this section here, and there's the part that runs to the north. That was part of the canyon. And then it
Yep.
narrows again, and then it opens up into the big reservoir for the dam. So the dam's not that far away. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're above and in front of me. Just watching you go into a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're misting over. Oh, that's pretty cool. I can still see you, but you got a gray haze over you now. And at the other side.
You're falling well behind.
Sorry?
I said you're falling a bit behind.
No, just down below you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, another turn. Another hop outside. A nice distance view of us. You just disappeared. Hello? Nick? Hello, Nick? Hello? Hello? You there, Nick?
I'm there, yeah.
Where did you go?
No, I was just here flying along, and then you said I can't see you anymore, and I had a look around, and I couldn't see any multiplayers on at all.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was a server problem, and then all of a sudden everyone popped back in.
Oh, okay. Because
You're
yeah,
there.
I looked around and then I looked forward again and you were gone, and I'm like, oh. And then I was calling and I wasn't getting a response,
Oh,
and then you disappeared off of the call. And that's when
Did I?
that's when
Ah.
that's when I typed you there, and then all of a sudden your airplane popped back in, and I was like, hello, and then all of a sudden you were talking again. So
maybe it's an internet problem my side. That I might have just dropped.
yeah, I don't know,
Might have just dropped for a second, which is why it's suddenly dropped off on Discord as well.
but you're still here,
Of course. Oh yeah, I'm just plodding along here. I'm just
enjoying the views. Yeah.
yes. About to do a nice little slow left-hand bank round.
Yeah, and I think we just kind of arc up and over the top of the peninsula there, and then
Okay.
come down into the far basin, down towards the. I think that's what we do. Down towards the dam. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And you're sliding backwards.
Right?
I think it's just a connection thing
Yeah.
where it's putting you.
Yeah, oh, it's interesting. I've lost you on the answer as well. Oh no, hang on, we're just. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
1 minute we were on top of each other, and then
Yeah, yeah. It's
it's a bit
sites,
laggy.
intermittent.
Oh yeah, good. Got miles in front.
Intermittent
Oh.
updates. Yeah,
You put it
2021,
up
and we still can't do decent internet connections.
there. Something to do with the pandemic and everyone being at home again.
Well, I'll tell you, the internet through the spring when we were first going into this everybody work from home thing and everything was being shut down, the
Yeah.
connection rates tanked.
Oh yeah.
It was absolutely horrible. And not kidding, like Gavin, when his kids get online and he starts getting choppy, 9 o'clock in the morning when school started, internet connections would crash
Yep.
because of everybody logging in. All right, I've made the left turn.
Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you're a bit further back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ground is certainly leveled out more. You can see how the terrain level has dropped to meet the water level.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're no longer, getting 500-foot warnings out here. All right. So a little rotation here. See where we're headed. So right ahead, I can see there's a little channel. And that little channel is where the lake water runs into the next pool. Basin. What do they call
Yep.
it at the top of a dam? Reservoir?
Reservoir. Yeah.
And then I can just start seeing the next body of water, and then to the south of there at the bottom of it is where the dam is. And I think we'll do a circle over the dam and then head towards, well, then we'll come off of the flight plan and we'll head towards downtown Vegas.
Excellent. That should be fun.
All that and more on the next episode of that Viper 56D has been sitting there for our entire flight.
Yeah. I don't know how far this multiplayer goes.
Sorry?
I said, I'm not too sure how this multiplayer goes, like distance-wise.
He's at McCarran's, and I think he's been there the entire time. I remember seeing him early on, going, "Oh, it's like a fighter jet call sign."
There's the inlet.
Yeah, again, off to the right, you can see another area where it looks like flash flooding would drain into the lake. See down in the channel there, how you got that white layer just above the water?
Yep.
That's the showing the indication on how far the water level has dropped.
Right, yeah.
A little bit bumpy here again. How far back are you? Oh, you're not that far back.
No, so I can see.
Oh, you can hear your engine. We're droning up to you.
You're droning up to me. Oh, wow.
There you are.
Next should be telling me to send your autopilot off.
Got my drone right beside you there.
Which window?
I'm looking right in the pilot's window.
Wow, I'll wave. Yeah, look, you see me waving?
No.
Oh.
I'm going back to my airplane now. Alright, so here's the big reservoir.
Yeah.
And then off to the left, once you're through the cloud, if you have cloud.
Yeah, I'm not going through it, so...
Off to the left is the dam around the corner. Let's see.
So I'm looking at this flight plan. Are we actually going to go over the dam?
Yep.
Right.
We're going to go right over top of it, and then once we're done that, we'll turn towards the Vegas Strip.
Cool.
And we'll go to within about a half an hour of sunset on the clock so we can see it all lit up. So if you look to the left,
Yep.
you can see the there's like a little inlet which goes around past a rock there. That inlet leads down towards the dam. So it's not actually on the reservoir. There's a little inlet that's formed.
Okay. Might be a bit too far behind at the moment.
Yep, that's fine. We'll be around in a second. Should be making left turns. And then pretty much heading straight to it. Alright, turning to the left.
Yep, that's where you go. Oh, and here I come as well.
Yeah, so you see to the front there's that little, the water curves around and then there's that little inlet. You can see the river carry on past it.
Yep.
The dam is behind that rock promontory there.
Ah, right, okay.
So we're heading right for it basically. I'm going to switch to heading mode. I'm gonna kind of do an orbit so we can get a look at it.
Alright, so I need to find the heading. Ah, there's heading mode. And that is heading mode.
So I'm going heading 180. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There's the, okay, I can see the road bridge. I can see the dam. Okay. So I'm going to heading 220. And then I'm going to cut back to the east on the south side so I can look down and see the dam.
I forgot about the heading on this thing. Yeah. Let's just,
Yep. There's the dam right there in front of the wing strut. And then just to just a little bit further on is the road bridge that crosses over the gorge. After
yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
so you can actually, there is a road that goes over the dam, although everyone tends to take the main bridge. If you wanted to go over the dam, after 9/11, there had the security checkpoints. They were doing complete searches of all vehicles. People were waiting up to 12 hours to get across.
Wow.
So why you would do that, I don't know, but it's gonna turn to the east.
Wow.
Yeah. And apparently the concrete is still curing.
Wow.
Because the thicker the concrete, the longer it takes.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff nowadays is poured in sections, and they let it cure completely and then pour the next section. This was poured in a continuous pour. So it's actually, whatever that is, 300 or 400 feet high.
Alright, where have you gone?
I'm west of it, I'm passing west to east over the south side of it. I'm getting a good look out my window as I go over it.
Okay. Go west.
that is pretty cool. It's too bad the road goes right down to the water there, but they've added in the bridge, and they've got the dam and the administrative buildings.
Oh, let me get a picture of that.
Oh, looks great. Oh, you just flew right by me.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, that's fine. Alright, so let's turn to, what's my heading? There, we'll go to there.
So I should turn again.
And I'm gonna go
east.
I'm gonna go outside view. And I'm gonna get ready to take a screenshot.
Now heading east. I guess. Wow.
There we go. All right, you get your photo?
Oh, you're good, yeah. Yep, I got two.
Okay.
So you are heading
West.
west again. So let me do a.
You want me to circle around?
No, I'm fine. I've got you on balance, so.
Yeah, but I don't want you that far back. I mean, what's the fun of that? I'll do an orbit.
heading
You
down.
come this. You keep heading west. I'll do an orbit. And we're gonna head to downtown Vegas.
Okay, so I'm turning around now. I'm heading west. And I see you. Good. 6400. And 266. 270. There we go. Then, yeah.
Okay.
You're just going the other direction now.
How far away are you?
You've just passed me.
Okay, that's fine. I'll come around to a westward heading.
Okay.
Now, go into your time.
Yep.
And set 1700.
17. Time. Oh. Still quite light. Okay.
Hang on. Let me just see what I can see here. All right. I can't see anywhere. Can you? Oh yeah. Can you do a loop to the right? Do a
Yeah.
360 to the right. You still there?
Do you want me to go to? Yeah. Do you want me to go 270 again?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I said do a circle.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen you. That's all.
I've flown
Okay.
past you now.
Oh, wow.
I said do a circle.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Or you're doing a oval.
No, I'm thinking circle.
All
I
right.
think it's can only work that quickly on the mouse button. There you go.
All right.
We don't have to do a full
keep-
circle. 'cause
Keep
you're-
following me.
Yeah.
We're heading towards McCarran Airport. So we're going to be landing on 26 right when we're done. And the general aviation parking is at the far end of 26 right. Just so you know.
Okay.
And the altitude of the runway is 2,033 feet.
So about 400 above.
All right, I'm going to change my time now.
Yep.
17:30.
Okay. Inlet. 17. Beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it's getting bright out there. Where's the glare shield lights? Oh,
Yeah, that could be useful. Oh, it's
She-
these, isn't
She
it?
doesn't have any. Weird.
Show me these. Oh, was there yesterday, didn't you?
Right.
Alright. Guess we're not supposed to be flying this at night, are we?
At night? In the States you can. In Canada you need a separate rating on your license for night flying.
Right.
I think in Britain the same thing.
Yeah.
In the States it's part of your license.
Yeah, I can't see any lights.
What do you mean lights?
Inside.
Inside? Yeah, bottom panel on the left. And if you
Oh, yeah.
there's a floodlight button up on top on the ceiling as well if you need it.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't use it in flight though, it'll blind you.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Alright, so are you ready for a descent?
Yeah. It's ready as it'll ever be.
4,000 feet.
Okay, I'm hand flying this, yeah?
You could, or you could do it by thingamybobby.
Oh, can I move this altimeter down? You say 4,000?
4,000.
4,000. 400, 500? Or is it one of these doubles?
got 4,000?
I'm just having to. Where do I change the? Oh, there it is.
Alt. So done.
Single dude. No, yeah.
It's,
I did.
bigger, smaller.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
Right, so I've done that for 4,000.
Okay.
And
Click on,
I've got to go down.
click on the vertical speed button.
Vertical speed. Yep.
And then you want to dial in minus 400.
Where? On the out button again.
No, you've got up and down on the buttons right beside the VS
Okay.
button. You want down. That's 100 feet per click.
Yep.
Okay?
How much?
Minus 400.
Yep.
And then
Oh, wow.
bring your RPM back to 2,000. And that'll prevent you from overspeeding.
Bring my RPM back to 2,000.
Or 2,100. Let's go 2,100.
21. Okay.
You're gonna slow, but you don't
Yep.
want to overspeed because there's not a lot of wiggle room on these things anyway. So 2,100 is fine.
Yep. Bring it back.
All right. Oop, we're gonna go down to 4,000. Okay. Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm 20.
Okay. Go to your time.
Yep.
1750.
Wow, the sun sets quickly over here, doesn't it? 17. Whoa, 55.
It puts the sun below the horizon, leaves a bit of color in the sky, and you can see
Yep,
all
oh,
the
the
city
lights.
lights.
Oh, yeah.
Now, right ahead of me is McCarran Airport.
Oh, hang on. You're over there now. Hang on.
I'm heading due west.
Yeah. I'm just doing that now. Seven, 268, 270. Yep.
All right.
So I'm descending. I'm doing 2060 RPM.
Yep.
2050 RPM.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It'll change as you descend. The air's getting thicker, so it'll slow it down. So this
Okay.
is basically the direction we're going to come in to land.
Okay.
All right. And it'll be 25 right, I think it is, which is the runway on the right. You can see Soldier Boy going in now.
Ah, yeah.
He's going in to land. If you follow that runway all the way to the end, general aviation parking is on the right of that.
Okay.
Now, see that main road past the airport? You can see the row of lights.
Yep.
Just to the right of the airport, that's the downtown strip in Vegas.
Okay.
And that's where we're headed.
Cool.
Now, when we get down in altitude, she's going to beep at 5,000 to let you know there's 1,000 to go. As you come down to about 4,300, you're going to have to slowly start applying power again, or else she'll just keep slowing down. And you want to bring it up to about 2,350, 2,400,
Okay.
if you can. And then it should capture the altitude at 4,000 feet.
Okay.
It should. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while since I've flown this thing. Looks like Soldier Boy did a touch and go. And I think I can see the Pyramid Hotel, the Luxor.
There's a 4,000 in 5,200.
5,000. My 4,000
200.
just lit up. So I got 1,000 to go.
Okay.
I don't know what he's flying.
Dunno, it
Sure
doesn't
is
say.
climbing pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't get any beep or anything like that.
No, it won't
did I?
be, but it's lit up, right? Like the box is turned blue.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So some
So
of
now I
them,
start to
some of them beep,
increase.
some of them don't. So that's your 1,000-foot warning.
Okay,
So-
so what RPM do I need to go back up to?
About 2,400.
Okay.
So I'm going back to heading mode. I'm going to turn 0360
Okay.
due north.
And that's over the main runway, isn't it?
It's gonna,
Over the
we're
main
gonna,
road.
yeah, we're gonna go over the runway. That's fine. Because I want to look out at the strip on the right side as we fly by it.
G3, and then we're gonna go heading.
And it's going to be name the hotels. I see the Luxor. Oh, you can see the light coming off the top of it too. I see Mandalay Bay. I see Excalibur. I see the MGM Grand. I see New York. Oh, they've really done the hotels up here.
Cool.
We'll come around. We'll loop around the other side. We'll come down to 3,000 feet for the other side.
Okay.
Just watch as you start coming down to 4,000. So about 4,200, it'll start to flash.
Yeah.
And about 4,100, she'll start to shallow your descent. That's when you want to start coming up on the throttle to about
Okay.
2,300.
Okay. Just going
And you
north.
should capture and hold 4,000 now.
Yep, she's flashing.
Oh yeah, there's all the hotels.
I'm now going north. Oh yeah, look, I can see.
Yeah, there's the Bellagio,
Should be-
Caesar's Palace. You see the Wynn.
Pyramid with the light coming out top.
Yeah, that's the Luxor.
Disneyland type thing, isn't it?
So we're gonna go up at the north end. There's the Skylon pillar tower, whatever they call it,
Right.
at the end of the hotels. We're gonna loop around to the north of that and then head back down the other side.
Okay.
This is how it was when I did the helicopter flight over it. It was about this time of day.
The Eiffel Tower.
Yep, that's Paris. All right, back to heading.
This is great. This is all freeware, isn't it?
This is part of the U.S. Upgrade.
All right.
So I'm making my turn to west,
Let's just see where you are. Oh yeah.
and I'm going to now I'm going to descend. Same process to 3,000 feet.
See where you are.
And I'm going to come around the other side, and then I'll go external view for coming down over the.
Big top down there. Is that big top?
I'm going to come more down the center of the strip.
Yep.
Where is it?
Right.
There she is.
So I want to change this to 3,000. And 9, 7.
And that'll put us 1,000 up to do a left-hand circuit into McCarran when we come down the other
Okay.
end.
And then those down by 400.
Yep, you can keep your RPM up. You won't overspeed.
Okay. And then we're going to turn, do a full turn and go south.
South, kind of right down the main drag.
Yep. Just roll that in.
There we go. Now go to the outside view. Island. There's a roller coaster on the top of that tower that's on the outside.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's quite a few airports around here.
There is.
Another airport
There's a couple
there.
smaller airports, regionals, and then there's the Air Force Base to the north. All right, here's the main Vegas Strip coming up. There's all your hotels. Let's see if you can identify your favorites. Spent most of my time down at the south end of the strip. Oh, they got the fountain going at the Bellagio. It looks like I can see the pool and lights and everything's twinkling away there. Yep. The Eiffel Tower of Paris. The green one is the MGM. That's New York. And we got Excalibur right there, and then it's the pyramids of the Luxor. And at the bottom of the strip is Mandalay Bay. Ah, that was cool. You doing okay back there?
Yep. I'm just coming down that main road on the
Yep.
right hand side. I'm just going to dive outside and have a quick photo opportunity.
Absolutely. So I'm heading south past the airport, and then I'm going to make a left turn onto downwind, pretty much eastward, for runway 25 right. Alright, so landing lights now on. And everything is set. So about 1,000 feet above the ground. So basically after the clover leaf that you're going to see on the highway interchange. So I'm going to make my turn to the east.
Okay.
So now turning eastward. Alright, wings rolling out, and I can see you flying down the strip.
Just taking my last picture. So.
Alright, all my lights are on.
Okay, let's jump in. So we're going to turn to the east. Yeah?
Keep going south until you hit that highway interchange, the big one after the airport. You'll just pass the bottom edge of the airport, and that's where I made my turn to the east. And that's separating me a little bit from the runways as I go down to give me room for my base and final.
There's the airport. Yeah, sorry. So this is the junction coming up.
So, pull the throttle back to 1500 RPM. You're going to have to go on manual. Pull back on the stick to hold altitude. Your speed will bleed off. When your speed gets into the white on the speed tape, first notch of flaps. And then you want to trimmer down for about 65. And when you get towards 65, second notch of flaps. And you want to hold or trimmer for 65. And then you control your pitch by using power. So you want to keep that 65-ish speed, and then if you're too steep, you add power and it will shallow out. If you're too shallow, you pull back and it will dive to maintain the speed.
Right, you up.
Alright, so power coming back to 1500. Autopilot off. Speed reducing. $80 knots. first notch of flaps. Trimming back.
Autopilot off. Got it.
Second notch of flaps.
Into the right, first flaps.
Trimming back. Trim for 65. Turning base. Heading north. You're gonna have to finesse the trim. She'll go up and down on you. You want to try to keep it within that 65 point. All right. So remember, 2300 is your airport elevation.
Yep.
So you want to be about 2800 when you turn final. Or you're 2500 when you turn final.
Right.
About 500 feet up.
Keeping it 65. More power. 500. Little power. 270. Yep.
So much easier to do this in real life in these things. All right. Turning final.
Excuse me. There you go, I can see you.
There's the runway.
A bit more power.
500.
500 feet.
600.
You can be a little bit fast because the runway's ridiculous long. Or a little bit high is fine. We got to go to the far end anyway.
More power. Big turn.
Dragging it in here.
Right, so sorry, which runway? Because it's a parallel runway. Are we doing the left or
Right.
right? Or is it
25 right.
Right one, yeah. Okay. I'm at 27 at the moment. Speed is increasing. Now.
Right, all lights are now on.
And I see you going down. Yeah, you're going to probably drone it.
Don't word it that way, please. Don't word it that way.
What?
I'm not going down. I'm landing.
Yeah.
May not be pretty, but I'm landing.
Yeah, no, I'm watching. I'm watching you go down. I'm just about to. Am I coming in? Yeah. Right.
Same secret, eh? You get down low, you look at the horizon. Cut the power, look at the horizon. It should be about 60 when you touch down. All right, I am down.
Okay, I'm lined up.
All right, I am heading to the
Too high, but never mind.
next taxiway, which is pretty far.
It's a long way, so I can afford to float. 561.
Okay, I got a taxiway coming up.
Okay. Coming in. That's pretty good. Be one of my better landings. So I remember the flaps this time. 61.
Yeah, you only need
Touchdown.
second notch. All right, I'm clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about me. What should be my touchdown? 50?
It should be 60, between 55 and 60 with 2 notches of flaps.
No, I've got full flaps.
Oh, 50.
I'm not changing it now.
50 to 55. No less
okay,
than
I'm
50.
45. Oh dear.
You're a bit slow.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful though. Butter.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just
Yeah.
saying you're a bit slow. Okay, so strobes are off, landing lights are off, taxi lights on. I'm going to stop here for a second and pull up the airport map.
I'm going to try and find a taxiway. Oh, there's a taxiway.
I got off at Alpha 5.
I haven't got any
And
charts
then
up.
we're going on. We're taxing on Bravo. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just follow me.
I don't have charts.
No,
I
no.
haven't got charts.
Follow me.
Yep, I'm doing it. I'm just coming around now. Any markings? No. You see me? Around?
Yeah, you're right behind me.
I cannot wait to see what Fernando says that landing speed was. That was good.
These ones you can butter in nice and slow. There's no pressure switches or anything you have to worry about activating. So we're going to taxi all the way down. Oh, look at, can you see the lights of Vegas off to the right there?
Not particularly, no. I'm trying to find you.
No, but you can just glance off to the right. You can see them. All the hotels.
Yes. Oh,
All right. So we're basically going down to the end here. And then we're
Okay.
going to cross over and go to the general aviation parking. We'll place our 172s beside all the Gulfstreams and the Dassault
Yeah.
Falcons and stuff. And that sun is still going down. That was a nice time of night.
Yep.
Do. Bit of a long taxi.
Yeah.
Big airport.
It's close.
What?
That's right. Your number plate now disappeared. Your name plate. That's good.
Thing about these things, they always tell you don't taxi them faster than you can walk, but it'd take you forever to get anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm right behind you.
Well, leave a little bit of space, eh? I don't want you running into me.
Yeah.
Even if you will just ghost through. Alright, this is Alpha 7. Alpha 8 is next, and then we're going to cross Delta. And then we've got the 2 north-south runways to go over. Yeah, going a little fast here, but don't want to spend all night taxiing along here. There's downtown Vegas, the main strip.
So if we
Nick
landed in
behind me.
Amsterdam.
Sorry?
I was going to say, if we landed in Amsterdam, to warn me about long taxiway there.
Well, it's just long because we're slow. Alright, here's the second runway. Now, jump back in. Because we don't want the... Okay, I was slowing down. We don't want the first one here. We want the second one. And then it's on the right side of these buildings, and that is the general aviation parking. Doo-doo-doo. And it is in here. And there we are. So, parking brake is set. Just a quick jump outside. And you took the wrong one. I told you it wasn't the first one, it was the second one.
Yeah, alright.
Hey, well.
Alright. It's dark, I can't see a thing. Remember what I said about my monitor, yeah? Oh, there's another car. Oh, right, yeah, so these things can go across. That's good. Seems good. Left.
No, keep going. You're on the taxiway.
Am I?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite in the box either, but it's good enough.
How's that?
That's fine. All right. Let's turn that off.
Wow.
So jump back inside. I'm going to put my overhead lights on so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Pull the mixture. Ignition, lights, avionics, and master. And there we go. I'm shut down. Well, if you stayed through the whole thing, hope you enjoyed the flight of the Grand Canyon and our overflight of Las Vegas. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.